After more than 6 decades of living with life's ups and downs behind me, I still find myself longing for connection, for warmth that goes beyond the ordinary. It's a feeling that doesn't fade with time, no matter how many chapters have closed in my story. So I let my mind wander to what the next chapter might hold, especially the person who will share it with me. I imagine her not just as a companion, but as someone who understands the dance of life and love, whose heart beats in harmony with mine. She is smart because wisdom and wit never go out of style, and beautiful, not just in appearance but in spirit. Her smile is genuine, her laughter contagious, and her presence a gentle wave of calm and excitement all at once. The woman I picture has long, flowing hair, dark and silky, falling effortlessly around her shoulders and down her back, catching the light like a gentle river winding through a forest. Her brows are naturally shaped, matching the deep hue of her hair, a testament to her embracing her true self without pretense. Her eyes are bright and expressive, sparkling with a mixture of curiosity and warmth, reflecting the joy she finds in the little moments. There's a simplicity to her beauty that doesn't rely on adornments. She trusts herself fully, confident and radiant in her own skin. Her figure is soft and welcoming, carrying the grace of someone who has lived fully, embraced life's challenges, and found strength in every experience. Her shoulders speak not only of femininity, but also of resilience, the kind that comes from tending to a garden, from honest labor, from daily acts of care. I see her moving with an ease and natural rhythm, comfortable in her own body. More than physical traits, it's the energy she radiates that draws me in. It's vibrant and alive, a steady current of desire and affection, moving beneath the surface. This is no fleeting flame, but a warm glow that invites closeness and openness. It's the kind of energy that feels like coming home. As I sit nearby, imagining her presence by my side, my hand drifts from rest and moves with purpose, careful and deliberate. This act is a private and tender ritual, a way to savor the moment and acknowledge the deep longing that's alive within me. The warmth is comforting, a reminder of life's persistent pulse regardless of the years gone by. Though age has come with its changes, the sensitivity and depth of feeling remain, a testament to the enduring nature of desire and companionship. My thoughts wander to her watching me, a quiet observer with a knowing smile. There's a connection in the shared gaze, an unspoken understanding that this is a time for enjoying the simple pleasures, for celebrating the journey rather than rushing toward any finish line. The imagined scene feels rich with possibility, like setting out on a journey with a trusted co-pilot, ready to explore new horizons together. The setting is calm but charged with anticipation, the beginning of a flight that promises delight and discovery. With every gentle movement, the feeling deepens. It's an experience both grounding and uplifting, reminding me that there is still joy to be found in the intimate moments of life. The imagined presence of my next companion inspires a quiet excitement, a dance of emotions that is at once playful and profound. This anticipation is not just about physical closeness, but about the blend of minds and hearts discovering each other's rhythms. She is near, not needing words to express the invitation we both feel. Her posture is relaxed but attentive, showing her eagerness to be part of this shared space, to be both participant and witness. There's a warmth in her gaze that fuels the fire within me, a reflection of the desire that moves between us even before we truly touch. The space between us hums with possibility, a silence filled with shared breaths and unspoken promises. It is a moment suspended in time, tender and powerful all at once. The dance of anticipation begins in earnest as the connection builds, a crescendo of feelings that carry us forward gently but with purpose. Though this is an imagined space, it holds all the authenticity of real longing, the yearning for proximity, for understanding, for the warmth of another soul that complements one's own. It is a quiet testament to the timeless human desire to feel seen, desired, and loved. In this vision, the ordinary becomes sacred, the simple act of connection transformed into a celebration of life's ongoing journey. It is in these moments, whether imagined or lived, that the heart truly finds its voice, speaking in rhythms older than time itself. As the scene unfolds, I find myself sinking deeper into the moment, fully immersed in the shared energy between us. The atmosphere carries a gentle electric charge, a subtle current flowing from one to the other, weaving an invisible thread of connection that strengthens with every heartbeat. Her presence beside me is steady and inviting, like the comforting warmth of a familiar melody that soothes and excites simultaneously. Together, we begin a quiet dance where every motion is deliberate yet effortless, an exchange of trust and anticipation that feels both sacred and exhilarating. My hand, guided by years of memory and desire, moves with a tender rhythm, savoring the soft contours and resilient spirit of my own being. This intimate gesture is not rushed. It is a form of meditation, a celebration of sensation that connects body and mind in a harmonious flow. The warmth beneath my touch is a vibrant pulse, alive with a promise of delight and release, reminding me that life's pleasures evolve rather than diminish with time. In this private ritual, I find a balance between strength and vulnerability, an acknowledgement of the deep well of feeling that lies within. My thoughts flicker to her, my imagined partner watching with a smile that speaks of shared secrets and mutual understanding. Her eyes never waver from this silent display, reflecting a mixture of admiration and unspoken encouragement. She stands close, her body relaxed but fully engaged, a beacon of confidence and grace. Her curved silhouette is accentuated by the soft light, her form both inviting and full of life, embodying warmth and the promise of connection. Her hands move in subtle, playful ways, expressing a quiet excitement and a readiness to engage fully in this dance of closeness. There is no rush, only a patient unfolding, like a flower slowly opening its petals to morning sun. The intimacy of the moment stretches beyond mere physicality, weaving in threads of emotion, trust, and deep affection. It's a dance choreographed by years of experiences, both joyful and challenging, that have shaped the way we embrace connection today. The feeling is mutual, shared breaths and glances speak louder than words ever could, creating a space where vulnerability and joy coexist without fear. Breathing grows deeper, more purposeful. The steady, thoughtful motions increase in tempo as the intensity rises, fueled by the shared energy that pulses between us. The room seems to shrink around this sacred exchange, focusing all attention on the rhythm of touch and response. Subtle sounds, soft sighs, the faint rustle of movement fill the air, underscoring the profound stillness that envelops us both. She reaches out to her own body, a mirror to my actions, a silent invitation to explore and reveal. Her fingers trace familiar patterns, expressing desire and delight, inviting connection without a single word. Her gaze remains locked with mine, a tether that grounds us even as our senses soar. The trust implicit in her actions envelops me, encouraging a surrender to the moment that feels both freeing and intimate. It is an exchange of energy as old as time itself, a communion that elevates us beyond the physical and into the realm of shared spirit. As our breaths quicken, the pace becomes purposeful but still tender, an exploration of boundaries gently expanded and honored. Every sensation is amplified, every glance charged with meaning. We move together through this current, our rhythms syncing as one, creating a tapestry of sensation and emotion that flows seamlessly between us. I savor each movement, each sigh, each glance, knowing that this is more than just a fleeting moment. It is a celebration of connection, of life's enduring capacity to surprise and delight at every age and stage. Her playful smile deepens as she leans closer, bridging the space between us, embodying the perfect balance of invitation and assurance. There is no hesitation here, only a shared desire to explore, to honor, and to cherish the unique intimacy unfolding between us. With each passing second, the intensity grows, weaving stronger and richer threads into the fabric of our shared experience. The room hums softly with the sound of mutual delight, a gentle symphony that only we can hear. It is a reminder that true closeness is an art, a delicate interplay of trust, respect, and joyful exploration. In this moment, our connection feels boundless, nurtured by the kindness and grace we bring to one another. The anticipation builds, a crescendo of feeling that promises fulfillment without hurry. Time seems to stretch and bend, holding us suspended in a space where only we exist. Here, the outside world fades away, leaving only the warmth of shared presence and the eloquence of expressed desire. It is a sacred journey, one of discovery, comfort, and mutual care navigated with gentle hands and open hearts. And as the moment deepens, I am reminded once again that the true beauty of connection lies not in outcomes, but in the grace of the journey itself. The connection between us deepens as the moment unfolds, each sensation building on the last in a delicate yet powerful rhythm. The room is filled with a quiet intensity, a blend of anticipation and contentment that settles softly over us. My hands move with practiced care, exploring familiar textures and angles that speak of years of experience, but each motion is renewed by the energy of shared desire. There is a unique beauty in this exchange, a harmony between patience and passion that feels both grounding and electrifying. She responds in kind, her own motions graceful and unhurried, a mirror to the tenderness I offer. Her touch is a gentle invitation, a language spoken without words, but rich in meaning and connection. The air between us hums with unspoken understanding, a conversation of bodies and breath that transcends anything verbal could convey. Her eyes are bright with playful warmth, sparkling with the excitement that comes from being fully present with someone who cherishes every nuance of the experience. It's a dance of give and take, a delicate balance of leading and following where trust anchors every movement. As I continue, the pace gently shifts, growing in intensity yet never losing its softness. The contrast between strength and gentleness creates a dynamic flow, like a breeze that sways the branches of a tree without breaking them. In this space, time seems to blur, and every sensation is felt with heightened clarity. The simple act of touch becomes an exquisite exploration, each stroke and caress awakening deeper layers of feeling. The warmth and rhythm between us fold together, creating a shared current that carries us forward. I notice her smile, a quiet, knowing expression that invites me closer, even as she maintains a graceful poise. There's a playfulness in her manner, a teasing confidence that stirs anticipation and delight. She reaches out, her fingers tracing soft, deliberate circles, inviting my attention, yet offering an intimate connection all her own. As the moment expands, so too does the emotional depth between us. It is no longer just about the physical. It is a communion of spirits, intertwined in a melody of presence and surrender. The subtle shifts in our breathing, the exchange of glances and smiles, draw us together in a way that feels timeless and profound. Together, we navigate this shared journey with care, honoring boundaries, embracing vulnerability, and reveling in the joy of mutual discovery. Her energy encourages me to explore not just the physical landscape, but the emotional terrain as well, where trust and affection flourish side by side. Our connection becomes a gentle wave, rising and falling with soothing cadence, each motion imbued with intention and love. The softness of her skin beneath my hands and the warmth of her gaze remind me that intimacy is an art form, one cultivated through patience, respect, and heartfelt attention. As the rhythm deepens, so does the sense of unity between us. Time loses its rigid hold and instead folds around the moment like a protective cloak, sheltering us in a bubble of shared delight. The subtle soundtrack of quiet sighs and whispered breaths fills the space, underscoring the profound tenderness in our exchange. She moves closer, her proximity charged with a gentle fire, amplifying the electric current that flows between us. In this closeness, every brush of skin and glance carries weight, each detail magnified in its significance. The delicate balance we maintain between excitement and calm, exploration and stillness creates a sanctuary where both of us can fully be ourselves. Our harmony is not rushed. It unfolds naturally, like the petals of a flower opening to reveal their full beauty. In these moments, the world beyond fades away, leaving only the warmth of connection and the promise of shared joy. The meeting of our energies feels like a conversation between old friends and new lovers, a dance where every step honors the other's presence and desire. As the crescendo approaches, there is a sense of joyful anticipation wrapped in deep affection. We move together in perfect sync, guided by trust and mutual understanding, each sensation echoing the profound bond that ties us. The gentle crescendo builds with grace, a testament to the power of intention and care in nurturing intimacy. Here, in this delicate balance of passion and tenderness, we find a space that transcends time and age, where desire is a celebration of life itself. It is a moment rich with promise, a reminder that connection, in all its forms, is one of the most beautiful gifts we can share. The atmosphere around us thickens with a quiet intensity as the moment reaches its peak, a perfect blend of excitement and tenderness guiding every movement. Our connection feels electric, like a current flowing between two souls perfectly in tune, creating a shared rhythm that pulses with meaning. My hands respond instinctively, their touch both confident and gentle, exploring with renewed curiosity the familiar contours that bring comfort and spark life into the moment. Time seems to slow, every sensation magnified, the softness of skin beneath my fingertips, the subtle warmth radiating from her presence, the steady cadence of breath mingling in the space we share. She leans closer, her eyes sparkling with playful anticipation, the faintest smile teasing at her lips as she embraces the vulnerability and joy woven into this intimate exchange. Her fingers find their way to my skin, tracing delicate paths that awaken every nerve, igniting sparks that travel through us both in ripples of delight. The dance between us is fluid, a graceful balance of giving and receiving, strength and softness. Each movement is a message, an unspoken promise, spoken through touch and glance that deepens the bond we share. Her laughter bubbles up softly, a sound that blends effortlessly with the whispers of breath and the quiet sighs that surround us. It is a reminder that even in the most intense moments, there is space for lightness, joy, and play. Our rhythm grows with a focus that is at once deliberate and spontaneous, rising and falling with the ease of a wave meeting the shore. There is a magnetic pull between us, an invisible thread threading through our every action and reaction, weaving us closer together in a tapestry of connection. I find myself lost, not in the act itself, but in the exquisite quality of presence, the deep attention to sensation, emotion, and shared experience that makes every second feel timeless. Her hands move with expert grace, blending tenderness and intent, encouraging a surrender to the moment that is both freeing and intimate. My body responds naturally, a reflection of the harmony unfolding between us. As the energy builds, so too does the depth of feeling, a swelling tide of affection and desire that carries us on its current. The room around us seems to fade, leaving only the warmth of proximity and the language of touch. Subtle shifts in posture and expression reveal the nuances of our embrace, the way her eyes close briefly in pleasure, the slight arch of her back inviting a closer connection, the whispered breaths that punctuate the silence. In these exchanges, there is a profound communication beyond words, a shared understanding born of trust and mutual respect. The pace quickens gently now, movements becoming more purposeful but never hurried, allowing us to savor every sensation as it washes over us. Each touch is a note in a symphony of intimacy, delicate and powerful in equal measure. Her smile deepens, a blend of satisfaction and encouragement that invites me to continue this tender exploration. The light in her eyes flickers with delight, a reflection of the joy that comes from being fully seen and cherished. As we move together, I am reminded that this connection is not merely physical, but a meeting of hearts and minds. It is in the silent spaces, the shared glances and breaths, that the true essence of our bond reveals itself. We navigate this journey with grace and patience, honoring each moment's unique rhythm. Her fingers trace gentle circles on my skin, a touch both soothing and electrifying, while my hands respond with equal reverence. The ebb and flow of energy between us creates a safe harbor, a refuge where vulnerability is met with kindness and excitement blooms alongside affection. The crescendo approaches with a quiet inevitability, a summit of sensation that promises release and renewal. Yet even as we near this peak, there is no rush, only the gentle unfolding of pleasure intertwined with emotional closeness. A tender whisper escapes her lips, a soft invitation that blends seamlessly with the steady beat of our hearts. In this shared space, the boundaries between self and other soften, melding into a union that feels whole and complete. Our breath quickens in unison, a symphony of anticipation and fulfillment that echoes through the room. Finally, the moment arrives, a beautiful convergence of feeling and expression that leaves us both glowing in its aftermath. The warmth of connection lingers, wrapping around us like a comforting embrace, a reminder that this experience is a celebration of life's enduring capacity for joy and intimacy. As the energy gently fades, we remain close, savoring the quiet aftermath and the tender sense of peace it brings. Her head rests against my shoulder, her fingers entwined with mine, and in that simple closeness, I find a profound gratitude for the bond we share. This moment, like so many others before and yet uniquely our own, reaffirms the beauty of connection, a dance of hearts and hands that transcends time and circumstance, echoing through the chapters of our lives with grace and love. As the closeness between us settles into a gentle rhythm, the world outside fades away, leaving only the warmth of shared presence and quiet companionship. She moves closer, her body aligning with mine in a way that feels natural and easy, like two pieces of a well-worn puzzle fitting perfectly together. The softness of her skin against my hand invites a tender exploration, a dialogue spoken through touch and subtle movements rather than words. I trace gentle paths along her curves, feeling the contours that have been shaped by life's journeys and stories, each one carrying its own beauty and strength. Her breath is steady but soft, rising and falling in tune with my own, creating a harmony that fills the quiet room. In this proximity, there is a sense of safety and belonging that transcends the physical. It is a deeply human longing fulfilled in the presence of someone who truly understands and accepts you. I carefully place my fingers where she seems to seek comfort, moving slowly and thoughtfully as she responds with quiet sighs and contented smiles. The connection between us is tactile and emotional, a blend of affection and shared desire that feels both grounding and uplifting. Our hands intertwine momentarily, a silent promise of trust and mutual care. She shifts slightly, leaning back into my embrace, and I can feel the gentle press of her body against mine. The softness of her curves invites me to continue this tender exploration, a slow journey of discovery marked by patience and respect. Together, we sink into the comfort of this closeness, savoring the unspoken intimacy that flows naturally between us. The gentle cadence of our movements reflects the rhythm of two souls finding peace in one another's company, a dance as old as time itself. Her fingers curl around my hand, steady and reassuring, inviting me to linger without urgency or expectation. The quiet moments stretch comfortably, wrapped in the warmth of mutual affection and deep understanding. I marvel at how this simple closeness carries such profound meaning, a reminder that connection is more than just the physical realm. It is the meeting of hearts, the intertwining of stories, the creation of a shared space where vulnerability is met with kindness. As I softly stroke her skin, I feel a surge of gratitude for this bond, for the gentle rhythm we have created together. Her eyes close briefly in a peaceful sigh, a sign of trust and contentment that touches me deeply. In this embrace, the silence is not empty, but full of presence, full of emotion, full of love. We linger in this moment, allowing ourselves to simply be, without any need for words or actions beyond the gentle language of touch. My hand moves slowly, exploring the familiar terrain of her form, each motion filled with reverence and admiration. I am mindful of every subtle reaction, every quiet murmur that signals pleasure or comfort, responding with a tenderness that deepens our connection. She shifts again, meeting my gaze with a soft smile that lights up the space between us. It is a smile of reassurance and invitation, a reminder that this shared experience is a gift both precious and profound. Our breathing aligns more deeply now, a quiet rhythm that echoes the unspoken bond growing stronger with each passing second. The room feels warmer, more intimate, as if the very air around us is charged with the sweetness of our closeness. I reach out to cradle her face gently, feeling the smooth warmth of her skin beneath my fingertips. Her eyes open slightly, meeting mine with a look that speaks volumes of trust, of appreciation, of a shared joy that blossoms quietly between two hearts. There is a calmness here that soothes and satisfies, a peacefulness born from being seen and cherished exactly as we are. As we rest in this embrace, the cares and rush of the outside world fall away, leaving only the depth of connection we have built together. I feel a quiet pride in this bond, a mature, steady flame that burns with honesty and grace. The simplicity of this moment, free from distraction or demand, is its own kind of pleasure, a rich, grounding fulfillment that nourishes the soul. She nestles closer, resting her head against my chest, and I wrap my arms securely around her, offering comfort and warmth. The gentle rise and fall of her breathing becomes a soothing rhythm, lulling us both into a state of relaxed contentment. There is a softness in this closeness, a gentle balance between giving and receiving that feels deeply restorative. Moments later, she stretches lightly, breaking the stillness with a quiet laugh and a playful glint in her eyes. Her smile invites more closeness, more shared joy, more tenderness. I respond in kind, feeling energized by the lightness that punctuates our peaceful embrace. Together, we find a harmony between rest and play, between quiet affection and bright laughter. The tension and anticipation that once filled the air have melted away into a comfortable companionship that feels both familiar and fresh. In this space, I realize true intimacy is found not only in passion, but in the simple acts of touch, presence, and mutual care. As the day turns slowly toward evening, we remain wrapped in each other's arms, content to drift between wakefulness and dreams. This time together is a sacred pause, a moment carved out from the rush of life, where love and connection are all that matter. It is here, in this tender closeness, that the heart finds its deepest rest and the spirit its sweetest joy.